Hello everyone, welcome to My English, My Life, an online program to learn English from class 6 to class 12. So today we are here to learn and to discuss our 10th class, film and theatre. We are in the theme film and theatre. There we discuss already with Ray, and we discussed the importance and the significance of Satyajit Ray, how he exposed, how he reflected the culture of India to Western countries through his movies. So clearly we discussed about the stories and the greatness of Satyajit Ray, the great director of India. And today we are going to discuss about one of the familiar movie which drawn the attention, which attract all the people of India towards all the people of in all over the world, towards the culture and the stories and the epics of the great Indian culture with the movie of Maya Bazaar. So we know this movie very well. Most of us, we watch this movie many times because this movie reflects the characters to our own neighbors who are with us, who are staying with us, who are living with us. So all the characters reveals the nature of human beings. So kindly we can notice all the characters in the movie. We can find them everywhere, near our houses, in our houses, our surrounding houses. We can find all the characters there. So it was very good, epic and great story. We can enjoy the movie. If possible, you can go to YouTube and you can search the movie Maya Bazaar and you can watch the movie. It's a wonderful movie. Those who watch this movie, it is very easy to understand what we are going to discuss now. If you not yet watch, you can go through YouTube and you can watch, and then you come back and you learn the topic. That is very simple for you to understand because the character names and their personalities and their attitudes and their behaviors. If you watch the movie clearly, you can understand. If not, please go through on YouTube and watch the movie, entire movie, and then come back. It is very easy to understand later watching this movie. Then let's begin the class. K.V. Reddy's Maya Bazaar has been voted as the greatest Indian film in an online poll conducted by a television news channel. The poll was conducted to find out India's greatest film till date on the occasion of 100 years of Indian cinema, and the people choose Maya Bazaar over other Indian classics. The film is considered one of the enduring classics of Indian cinema and was christened as the landmark achievement of Indian films, cinematography, art direction, and VFX with the available technology during that time. The following is a review on the film when it celebrated the Golden Jubilee in 2007. So here we are going to discuss about the Maya Bazaar movie. Here we have a review. So you can know the movie reviews. Normally nowadays it has become very familiar. Reviewers, critics have become more familiar if any movie release or if any book was published. Immediately they are going to write a review on the movie and the articles and at the same time on the books. So it become very familiar to write reviews on particular books or movies. So here at the time of Golden Jubilee of Maya Bazaar, it has been reviewed in the following. Now we are going to read out the review, and before that, for Indian cinema, when it is going to celebrate 100 days, in that 100-day celebration, they go for an online poll, which movie is the best classic all over India from the beginning to till now, which is the best Indian movie or Indian cinema, an Indian classic. Then all the people has been voted for the great epic, great movie, which was directed by K.V. Reddy. And the movie is Maya Bazaar. Let's go for reading the review. Let's please observe the topics. So Maya Bazaar forever. 50 years ago, director K.V. Reddy, or for that matter, producers Nagi Reddy and Chakrapani would not have imagined what they are unleashing when they decided to make Maya Bazaar a bilingual in Telugu and Tamil. The finished product hit the screen in 1957 to become a landmark movie in the Telugu film industry. It became a hit not only for the sterling performance of the star ensemble that it had right from S.V. Rangarao, next Savitri, Nandamuri Taraka Ramarao, Akini Nageshwar Rao, and Gumadi, but also because K.V. Reddy was in full control over every frame of it. So most probably, maybe we can imagine that our K.V. Reddy or Nagi Reddy, Chakrapani or the director and producers, they not even imagine that what they're going to make the movie of Maya Bazaar, which is going to hit the records, which is going to create a sensation all over Indian cinema. They not even imagine that before going for making the movie. But after making the movie, when it hit the screen in the year of 1957, then it became a biggest hit and blockbuster all over India. Especially it was released in Telugu and Tamil later. It became more familiar. This movie was a crown for Telugu film industry. When they made Maya Bazaar, it highlighted, it made the entire Telugu film industry as a jewel for Indian cinema. So that was the greatness of K.V. Reddy and the producers Nagi Reddy and Chakrapani who made. Not only that, and most probably we can consider the actors of that movie, especially we know most famous Telugu actor S.V. Rangarao, and next NTR, ANR, and the great Mahanati Savitri, and Gummadi, the great comedian and the great actor. So we have many persons acted in this movie, which made the movie as a jewel as a crown of Telugu film industry, not only Telugu industry but also Indian cinema forever. So that's it. There is little else one could accept when all-time greats like Marcus Burtley's cinematography, Ghantasala, the great musician, music, M.L. Vasanta Kumari, Leela, Susila, and Madhava Peddi, playback singers, Gokhale art, Pasumarthi cinematography, and Pithambaram makeup, got together to wave a magic around an episode from Mahabharata Shishureka Parinayam. However, the greatness of Maya Bazaar, about which much is said and written, is not just because of this fact alone. So this movie is not only familiar, or it was not only the greatness of directors and producers, but also the actors. Not only the actors who worked for this entire Maya Bazaar, the crew of Maya Bazaar, from beginning artists, makeups, music and singers, and cinematography and editing. So whatever it may be, from the beginning, from the first to last, all who was the crew of Maya Bazaar, the credit goes to all the people because they worked a lot to make this Maya Bazaar a jewel and a crown of our Telugu film industry and Indian cinema. Till now we are discussing, means we have to know that in 1950s how they made the movie. Till now we are watching and we are enjoying the Maya Bazaar because of the greatness of actors and directors and who work for the entire crew of Maya Bazaar. It is a tribute to Telugu culture, language and customs of the land. The film was watched repeatedly soon after its release because people identified every character of the film with someone they knew in their immediate vicinity, and the audience still do the same now. So when they release the movie multiple times, not even if you watch the movie again you want to watch, because the character in the beginning of the lesson also we discussed, the characters which played in Maya Bazaar is reflected our neighbors. Every character from the beginning, mother character, neighbor character, mother-in-law character, daughter character, and friend characters, and the enemy characters. So whatever it may be, all the characters will make us to involve in the story and make us to remember someone. For example, if the Gummadi comes, we will remember some of our friends. When NTR comes, we will remember some other person. When S.V. Rangarao comes, when he acts the dual role, when he made jokes, when he made the dialogues, we will remember some person who made the characters. It resembles, it makes us to remember some of our neighbors, our family members, some of our livelihood. So that makes us to remember this is a live movie, which makes us to involve in the movie, because that was the great credit goes to K.V. Reddy and entire crew of Maya Bazaar. Not only that, the movie is also resembles or reflects the Telugu culture and art And the language, when you watch the movie, we can learn some different new words. We not even heard of the words from our childhood. So that words will become very familiar, and some words entered into Telugu dictionary because of this movie. So this movie entire resembles or reflects the Telugu culture and language and customs. With this movie, most of the people know that how Telugu people will live. So that was the greatness of our Maya Bazaar. The dialogues written by Pingali Narendra Rao, as well the lyrics, same that the people were hearing or using in their conversations every day. If not, those became a part of Telugu life thereafter. Shashireka's ne Gatotkaja's Manadi Sodara Prema became immortalized as much as Suryakantam's Anta Alamalame Kada, which has become a way of life in greeting people. So we discussed till now that is about the movies, culture, custom and language. And now not only that, the dialogues which was written by the Pingali Nagendra Rao, the dialogues also made us to use in our daily life. For example, if you watch any movie, immediately we will take some dialogue, some common words, some slang, some accent of the actors we what performed in the movie. We will use in the same our daily life. Same here. Till now we use the dialogue Manadi Sodara Prem. When Gatoj Gada comes, when A&R went to meet him, then he will say Manadi Sodara Prema. The dialogue became very familiar. And next one more dialogue is Anta Alalame Kada, means Anta, everything is common for us. So that was a dialogue used by our Surya Kantam. So that was it became very familiar. Why? Because the dialogues make us to make some relation. Manadi Sodara Prema means we have a good friendship, a brotherhood. So that makes people, when we have when we feel someone as comfortable, we will say, yeah, we are very good friends. At the same, we will say we have good brotherhood. So that became very familiar because of Pingali Nagendra Rao. He written good lyrics and story dialogues. As for songs, Ahana Pelliyanta still reverberates in marriages, and Vivaha Bhojanam is yet another must. So not only that, the songs which made very, very familiar, Ahana Pelliyanta, that become very, very familiar, because if you have any movie or a marriage, definitely this song is to be performed there. The music crew or the orchestra is going to music for the same song when at the time of marriage. 1957 2020, the greatness of Maya Bazaar. Till now we will remember one more familiar song for the time of dinner or for the lunch, background editing for music. They will use one song, that is Vivahabo Jennambo, the song which was very, very familiar, which was performed by Gatotga Jamins S.V. Rangarao, which used to perform for eating all the things. It became very, very amazing when we look at the movie. It will really, we will enjoy the scenes which was directed by K.V. Reddy. An entire repertoire was added to the Telugu dictionary by the following. Take, for example, Talpam, used for denoting a cot or a bed, where Telugu's using Gilpam as an antonym of it till the movie's advent. Nor did anyone tell so empathetically until Gatoj Gaja that Yavaru Pattichukokunte Matala Purtai. And hence, if friends are to be called Asamadiyulu, then enemies could be called in term Tasamadiyulu. Will anyone forget the expression Vayandira Virkuka Veratadu? No exemption to Hi Sodara and Hi Naika. So there are many, many dialogues. When you watch this movie, really, when I'm saying these dialogues, really you will remember the scenes. You will remember the scenes. If you, for example, if you take the scene, for example, Telugu dictionaries, I always at the beginning, some words entered into Telugu talpam to call a bed or a cot. Next, gilpam for the antonym of the word. And when you look at the dialogues of Gatadgacha, means S.V. Rangarao said the dialogue, Yavaru Puttichukunte Matala Purta, means without talking some word, how the word will arrive. So that was a great word. Same till now we use the Telugu word when we are talking with communicating with some other person. Next time, at the time of for friends, when you look at S.V. Rangaro's that is called a teacher who is making training two persons Lambu Jambu, when they are saying the dialogues, for example, tell me the means Asamadilu, Tasamadilu, that was become very, very familiar for friends, Asamadilu, for enemies, Tasamadilu. So when they are saying the dialogue, the two followers, they used to utter the words in a funny manner, Asamadilu, Tasamadilu. So that makes us to enjoy the dialogues which was written by Nagendra Rao. And most probably not only that, some other dialogues when they pass, the Lambu Jambu has been passed that examination for the saying the words, then immediately Gatotkaja used to say one word, that is Veyendra Veratadu, and that is Hai Hai Naika, Jai Jai Naika, Hai Hai Naika, which was very, very become very, very familiar. That was really funny and humorous. The story itself is on around the love of Shashireka Abhimanyu, with Krishna and Balarama having difference of opinion over it. Their wives too take sides as inevitable in any family. To introduce the theme, the director uses a magic box which displays whatever is dear to viewers' heart. So here in 1957 only, we can say that our KV Reddy used a selfie video camera. For example, when Shashireka, the entire story is about Shashireka and his brother-in-law's, Abhimanyu's love story. And mixing middle with Krishna and Balarama, there how Krishna is going to encourage Shashireka and Abhimanyu for the marriage, and how he sent Abhimanyu to reach Gatotkaja to make him to back to next. It is very good enjoyable moment. After that, we can see the two wives of our Balarama's wife, how she will do at the time of Krishna's wife, when they opens the box, which was sent by neighboring countries as a gift. So when they opens the box, Abhimanyu sent the box. When Abhimanyu sent the box, when Shashiraka opens, Abhimanyu will come, means Aenar will come on the screen, and in the box, you can see the picture there also. When he opens, then he will come and he will dance something. And when Shashireka's mother comes, when she opens the box, then immediately she will find the jewels, golds, ornaments, everything. That means that make all the women loves gold and jewelry. Shashireka naturally sees Abhimanyu, and Balarama gets to see his Shishya Duryodhana on it. His wife laps up the sight of an array of jewelry, and the audience laughed heartily because they knew that someone back home was equally attached to their riches. Already we discussed, when Shashireka opens, she gets Abhimanyu and he performs a song. Then after that, when Balarama opens, he got his Shishya, his follower Duryodhana on the screen. And when Shashireka mothers, when she opens, immediately she will get the gold. Immediately, most of the husbands who are watching that movie, they will think definitely that is my wife. So that is the common nature of a woman. When Balarama curtly tells his sister Subhadra, Agadalu, Agatyalu, Naku Panikiravu, when he was confronted with the latter's indignation of his decision to separate Shashireka and Abhimanyu, women folk among the viewers signed, recalling their own tribulations in their hands of such brothers. So now the dialogue, when our Subhadra and Abhimanyu will come back to this Balarama's home, because they lost all the entire kingdom. So when they lost all the entire kingdom, they will come back to our Subhadra's brother Balarama. So when they come, previously they thought they are going to get married for Abhimanyu and Shashireka. When they lost everything, the Balarama had given a promise there in the neighboring for his follower Duryodhana, and he come back to place. And later he said that to sister Subhadra, means there is no relation between Abhimanyu and Shashireka. At the time he used one dialogue called Subhadra, Agadalu, Agatyalu Naku. I don't want this type of avocations. Let's separate Abhimanyu and Shashireka. That became, at the time when he says the dialogue, most probably all sisters will remember the brothers, because brothers most probably they use many dialogues for the sisters. So most probably they will remember the dialogue said by our Balarama to Subhadra. Frame after frame impacts viewers with similarities. The greatness of the director lies here. He successfully reduces all the characters to ordinary mortals, displaying all the follies of human beings except Gatotkacha and Krishna. And then he injects into the Adava household a Telugu atmosphere full with the simile, imaginary, adagig, and sarcasm and wit. So, K.V. Reddy was successful, very, very succeeded in performing the characters. How we can say that means every character is resembling a neighbor character. At the same time, he took all the faults. He's shown all the negative aspects, how we are, how to be, how not to be. He clearly shown in the movie, except the great characters, the lords, Gathosgada and Lord Krishna. If the result a feast for the eyes and soul, that is Maya Bazaar for you. Mind you, this story is Pandavas and Kauravas with the Yadavas pitching in. But one never sees the Pandavas throughout the film. We only hear them. If any NRI asks you to suggest ways to teach Telugu culture, just ask him or her to introduce them to Maya Bazaar first. Further, if they seek to know about our uncles, aunts and cousins back home, bring in their names. Look, this is your Balarama. Any better way of doing it? Then onwards, it's Lahiri, 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 the song. So finally the story, the review has been ended with a good song, that is Lahiri means the journey is going on. There will be no end for this journey of Maya Bazaar 1957. 2020. There is no. The entire movie is about Yadavas and Kauravas, Pandavas. We will only listen the word Pandavas, but we won't see any Pandava character there. That will be finished, and enter the movie between Yadavas and the Kauravas. So that was the end of the story. If you have any friends who are in NRI, who are in abroad, if they want to know Telugu culture, please suggest them to watch Maya Bazaar. You can say that every character, when they watch the character, then they can say, for example, if they look at Shireka, she is like your sister-in-law. If you look at the character of Krishna, he is your uncle. If you look at the character of Balrama, he is your uncle. So we can mix, we can compare the characters, our live characters, into the movie characters. Easily they can enjoy, and they can remember the characters. That is a great movie, and this is the review of the great epic, the great classic of Indian cinema, Maya Bazaar, the jewel of Telugu film industry. That's the end of the review. Thank you for watching. If you are watching this video first time, please share and make your friends to share this video, and let them subscribe and make them to learn enthusiastically without any problem during these days. Thank you. Have a great day. See you in the next class. Bye bye.